Look around at the people in your life right now. The ones who always show up looking right, dressed well, confident. They pick up tabs without flinching, laugh easily, move through rooms like people who have never once had to check their balance before saying yes to something. You assume they have it together. Everyone does. But there is a version of that person sitting alone in their car at 11 p.m. in a parking garage, phone face down on the passenger seat, afraid to open their banking app because they already know what it says, and knowing it out loud feels worse than not knowing at all. You might even know someone like that. You might be someone like that. This is that story. Not the version they posted, the real one. Stay with me till the end. Simone was 34, an office administrator in a city she had moved to at 22 to prove something. To herself, to her mother, to every person in the small Jamaican household she grew up in, where money was a secret kept from children and fear was kept from everyone else. Her mother had worked 2 cleaning jobs for 19 years and still flinched every time the phone rang because it might be a bill collector. Simone watched that flinch her entire childhood, watched her mother smooth her uniform before leaving at 5 a.m. Always pressed, always neat, never giving the world a reason to pity her. That image was the first thing Simone ever learned about money. Not how to save it. How to look like you have it so nobody can smell the fear underneath. By 34, she earned $3,400 a month and spent every dollar of it performing a version of herself she had decided, at 22, she was owed. The right apartment. The work outfits that said senior before her title did. The birthday dinners she hosted because she needed to be the one who provided. Each swipe was not greed. Each swipe was armor. And by the time the armor had a number on it, that number was $47,000 across 4 credit cards she had never once looked at on the same screen at the same time. The night she finally did, she called her aunt Claudette, 67, owned her home outright, drove a 10-year-old Toyota, never owned a flashy thing in her life. Claudette listened to everything, then said, "Your mother used an iron to hide the struggle. You used a credit card. Both of you paid for it." Then she said, "When you are ready to stop paying for the image, call me back." Simone called back the next morning. They canceled everything that was performance and kept everything that was necessity. Simone took on freelance admin work on weekends. $22 an hour, kitchen table, same clothes she slept in, no audience required. She targeted the smallest card first and sent every extra dollar at it while paying minimums on the rest. The social cost was real. The group holidays she stopped attending. The friends who eventually stopped asking. She sat with that loneliness on Friday nights with her spreadsheet and her dinner she cooked herself and did not reach for the card. Month 11, the first card hit 0. She cut it into 6 pieces at the kitchen counter, put it in the recycling, washed her hands and went to bed. No post, no celebration, just the next card. Month 31, a Sunday morning in October, she made the final transfer on the last balance, $312. She watched the screen go to 0 and sat very still. The hum that had run underneath every morning and every meal and every social interaction for nearly a decade, that low, constant frequency of a life funded by borrowed time, was simply gone. She called Claudette. "It is done," she said. "All of it." Claudette said, "Your mother would be proud, not because of the number, because you stopped performing and started building. Those are not the same thing, and most people never learn the difference. Simone still works at the same firm, still dresses well, still shows up looking like someone who has it together. But the handbag is 3 years old, and she does not notice. Her savings account holds 6 months of expenses. And when the phone rings, she does not flinch. She just answers it.